Hi, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Jelena.
Welcome to our intermediate yet lazy hip opening flow. It's lazy because we're just going to sit here and and work on the hips. So a sitting class.
I approve.
Yeah. So you don't need much room, just enough to move your legs around. You don't even need a mat really, but it's always nicer with a mat, a life form mat. And we're gonna get started. So this isn't for absolute beginners, probably. It's going to be a little bit more tricky.
You can
So
try,
yeah, you can try. Just don't blame us.
but if it doesn't work out, then we have another video.
Yes, we have a beginner hip opening flow, and we'll link to it here. Okay, we'll start with the Chanavom, setting the intention for nice open hips. Om. Good. We're going to start in Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. You're going to bring your heels in towards your hips. Just get as close as you can without knee pain. Pressing the heels together. Use your hands on your feet like you're opening the feet like a book. That's it, but keep the feet on the floor. Try not to lift them away from the floor. And then really press the heels firm together, and you feel a corresponding reach through the inner hip, through the thighs. Pull in on your lower belly, and then lift your chest up. Lift your chest, but don't arch your back. So still pulling down on the sits bones, pulling in on your belly, chest up, shoulders down. And breathing there, always breathing through the nose. Using the exhales to try to let go of tension in the inner hips. Using the inhales to collect your energy, to activate the pelvic floor, draw in on the lower belly. Good, and we'll take one more here. Deep breath in. Pull in on your lower belly, and now keep the elbows close to your side body. Start to roll forward on your sits bones, and keeping the back straight-ish, so you don't want to round the upper back too much. Keep trying to press the work into the inner hip, rolling on your sits bones, slowly coming down towards the floor. Eventually, you might be able to get your chin or whatever to the floor, chin or nose, forehead, but it really doesn't matter if you get that deep or not. Just looking for that feeling of opening in the inner hip, maybe stretching in the lower back and the back of the hips. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale a little bit further in. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. Good. And then put your right hand onto your right knee and your left hand to the outside of your left leg, reaching through your right arm. Try to straighten the arm and twist your shoulders so that your chest turns towards your left knee. And then push into your left hand, lift your chest up. Lift it up, look over your left shoulder. And keep trying to spin that right thigh in. So you're rolling forward on your right hip bone. You can really target the inner right hip here. One more breath in here. Inhale, push through the hands, chest up. Twist a little bit more. And release. Right hand behind you, left hand on your left knee. Work towards straightening the arms. Don't put up with any knee pain, though. If that's hurting your knee, just stay light with the left hand. You can still find the work. So twist your chest towards your right knee. Press through your left hand. Lift the chest up. And look over your right shoulder. Trying to roll slightly in with that left thigh. Rolling a little forward on the left sit bone. Push through the hands, chest up. Twist. Still pulling in on the lower belly. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. And come back in towards center. Okay, bend both your knees and put your feet on the floor in front of you. And put your hands back behind you. And let yourself roll back on your sits bones. So it's like you're rounding your lower back. And then you're just going to keep the feet where they are on the floor, but let the feet lift a little bit and bring your right knee towards your left heel and your left knee down towards the floor. And then push into your hands, lift your chest straight up towards the ceiling. Good, and then come back up. Tuck your tailbone and go the other way. Try to bring the right knee down, right onto the floor, left knee onto the inner right foot. Press into your hands, lift your chest up. Good, and then come back up and go back down. This time, maybe you can get your right knee to come right down onto the floor so that it's almost like you're standing on your left knee with your left foot. If you want, you could even put your left foot on top of your right knee, keeping both feet flexed. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in the IT band here, in the outside of the right thigh, the right hip. Good. And then bring that right foot back down, and we'll go back the other way. Right knee down to the floor, left knee just on the bottom of the right foot, or you could lift your right foot and put it on the outside of the left knee. Lift your chest up, push down with your right foot. You can find a nice stretch on the outside of the left thigh, left hip. Good, and then keeping your right foot there now this time, let's come back to center. So you're in like a flamingo pose. Your right foot is flexed, your ankle is a little higher on the thigh than the left knee. And then push into your hands, start to walk your hands in and try to bring your chest right towards your calf. Breathing here. Good. Tuck your tailbone, lift the chest up, pull down on the belly. And maybe if you want to go a little deeper, you can start to roll over on the right hip. So watch out for your left knee. Don't let your left knee collapse across the center line of the body. Just trying to move from your hip. So you roll the right thigh down, let the left hip lift a little bit away from the floor. This can be quite deep though. This is a lot of external rotation. So you might just be starting to explore that. It's almost like you're pushing your right thigh away from your belly. Keep pushing into your hands, looking for more and more space between the belly and the right inner thigh, inner hip. And then come back. Good, and we'll switch. So stretch your left leg out and right leg out, and then left foot into flamingo on top of the right knee. Pull that right foot back as close as you can to your hip, keeping your hips in line. Push into your hands, lift your chest up. Pull down on the belly. Try to soften your jaw again. Okay, if you can, you're going to reach with your right hand. You can catch your shin. You can roll your left thigh down. Lift your right hip up. Try to keep your right knee more or less over your right foot. Again, deep external rotation. Just feel like you're pushing the thigh away from the belly. Good. Okay, and then let's hold on to that left foot. Keep it there, but stretch your right leg forward. So you're going to keep your left shin close to your chest. You can use both your arms, wrapping your left elbow around your left knee. And the crook of your right elbow is around your left foot, holding the leg in. Roll back a little bit on your sits bones. Push down through your hips, start to lift your chest up. Pull the calf in. Good. If you feel inspired, maybe you could bring your toes to your forehead or your heel on top of your head. You can imagine where it could go. All right, and then we'll release, stretch the left leg out, and bend the right leg. So hugging the whole right shin with both your arms, swing the hip forward, tuck your tailbone, lift your chest, pull the calf in. Good, breathing here. Roll a little bit back on your sits bones. Press down through the hips, pull in on the belly, and then maybe you could bring your toes to your forehead or your heel. Good. And then let's release. Okay, we're going to finish with just a couple of lunge, finding the hip flexors, stretching them out. So we'll start on our knees, standing on the knees, and step one right foot forward, or both right foot forward, and then bending your right knee. Put your right hand on your knee and keep your left hand on your hip. Try to keep your left hip coming forward as you bend your right knee. Tuck your tailbone, push down to your left foot, squeeze your bum, find the stretch in the front of the left thigh. Good. Keep that left hip coming forward. Bring both hands down to the floor. And then start to creep the right foot forward a little bit more. Dropping the hips. Good. Maybe a little bit more. Dropping the hips. Maybe a little bit more. Depends how you feel. Eventually, you might come all the way down. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, and then push into your hands. Bend that right leg. Pull it all the way back. And then bend the left leg. Put the foot on the floor. Right hand on your hip, left hand on your knee. Drive your right hip forward towards your left foot. Push into your left hand. Tuck your tailbone. Try to find the stretch in the front of the right thigh, right hip. Okay, and then hands down on the floor. And walk that left foot forward. Deepening the lunge, dropping the right thigh. Just stay where you can breathe. Use your breath as a gauge, depending on how flexible you feel today. Maybe come all the way down. Okay. Take another deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then hands on the floor. Come all the way back. And then coming onto your knees, hands on your hips. We'll finish last hip extension in Ustrasana, camel pose, so your feet are hip width apart. Press down through the feet, stick your bum back, and then use the legs to bring the thighs forward and counterbalance by bringing your shoulders back. Breathe here. Pull in on the belly, lift through the chest. And depending on how comfortable you are here, you keep the hands on the hips, no problem. Feeling the work, finding the opening in the front of the body. If there's no pain in your lower back, if you want to go deeper, you can reach back, catch the heels. And then again, try to drive the thighs forward, but pull the belly in. Pulling back. Good. And then hands on your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Keep your knees open, sit your bum back towards your heels, and bring your forehead down to the floor for a nice forward bend. And just letting the head relax down, and the hips release down towards the heels, stretching your lower back. Take another deep breath here. And exhale. Okay. And then all the way back up to sit. Okay. Hopefully your hips feel better. Mine do.
I agree. It's nice because it's slow.
Okay. We'll finish with a chant of Om together. Om. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe. We'll have more classes like this coming soon.